made it to Southern Minnesota. We got Southern Minnesota farm guy up here. Let's see what he's got with this Fendt and see about his operation. Alright, Southern Minnesota farm guy drove up here, storming. I tried to bring some sunshine. I didn't make it happen. I'm sorry, but it is muddy, it is rainy, and we got him to stop for a second so we could chat. So tell us a little bit about you and what you got going on here.
Got the Fendt 1162 here. We went with the Fendt, better price than John Deere, same horsepower, and I think by running this thing, I have had the same field cultivator when I had an 865 Cat and a John Deere. I think this thing has more horsies, and the reason why I know that is because I've been in this field cultivator for 8 years. I'm the only guy that's ran it, so I know that, and I can pull at 9, and I actually have to back off, going, okay, just slow down a little bit. But yeah, no, we've ran this. This is year 2.
Year 2 with the Fendt.
Yep.
So you've got both Deere and Fendt on the farm.
Yep.
How do they compare? Do you have a mixed fleet? How's that work with a mixed fleet?
This is our tillage tractor. Field cultivates in the spring. We'll not go in the field till the fall. Then we do the tillage in the fall with it. That's all this thing does. It doesn't see the field anywhere during the growing season. This thing has plenty enough horse for the right price. The shifting in this, the things that this thing can do, I don't even have my head wrapped around it yet. The shifting that so when I field cultivate and I go forward and I get slow, I can just slap it to the right and it'll back up at the exact same speed I was just going. And to back into a corner, to not have to mess around, stop, and just goof around, it's wonderful. I love it.
So how'd you get, okay.
We have an 8RX that runs the planter. We have a Gleaner Combine, but our spraying tractors have always been Challenger because their steering is precise. No offense, but the 2-wheel tracks on John Deere, there's a ton of play. And when you're spraying down a field, you can't have play. And we also haul manure, 110,000 pounds behind you going downhill. You need to be able to control. I've never run a big tank of manure behind this thing, and I don't want to.
Absolutely. So the CVT transmission, you talked about how, smooth, or talk about that, like the cab, the experience of operating a Fendt.
The shifting in this thing is easy. There's controls for your hydraulics on your stick shift. Then there's a ball, and then there's old school. I'm actually old school, but I'm actually trying to learn how to do it on the thing. And there's an end and there's a beginning, but it's so easy to use. The steering, just when you go, like when I take off, like if I start this up and just take off and just go boom, it'll just, there's no gear, there's nothing in it. It's just constant, like I'm going slow, now I'm going faster, and I'm road gear.
Nice.
That's it.
We hear it all the time, guys. Smooth CVT transmission. So.
There.
All right, what else do we got to know about Minnesota? Teach us about Minnesota. We got windmills.
It's windy in Minnesota, always, and pretty much 90% of farmers built pig barns 20 years ago.
Nice.
So in the winter, they can't go anywhere in the winter, they're not doing anything, but they get to smell like poo all year round.
Guys, Southern Minnesota Farm Guy, how do we follow you?
Southern Minnesota Farmer Guy, just search me out on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Southern Minnesota Farm Guy right there.